wrong about that.
It didn't do anything. That's all it did. You're all cool. That's what it does. Those are the 2 apps.
Yeah.
And then now what it is, you're just like your whole life is an app.
People still had pagers. No, they didn't.
Well,
but doctors still had them.
Doctors
still
have them.
Yeah.
Why? Because no matter what,
they use them at the hospitals. They use them at the hospitals for some reason.
Because it's automated or something.
Just so they can it's like 911. That's all they have to see, and they're like, I'm there.
I remember you playing.
It's like the bat signal, bro. Like nobody else has one.
The
doctors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get the bat call and they're like, I gotta go. They become Batman and shit.
Somebody needs my scalpel.
Yeah, somebody needs my. What is it called? Malpractice. I'm still learning.
Clients.
I'm still learning.
Well, that's why they call it what do they call it? They don't call it practicing medicine.
Yeah, because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're winging it.
Yeah, they're practicing.
They're practicing getting you hooked on some fucking drug that you're going to be.
Give me a call when you got it down.
They're going to be dependent on the rest of your life.
Yeah, they're definitely more about treating you than curing you.
Oh, 100%. Definitely, absolutely, 1,000%.
It's like they're like, you want to know what's wrong? It's like, you got a cure or a treatment?
You know what? We got a treatment for that.
Take this pill forever.
I'm good.
There's no cures, no demand.
And you're like,
yeah, there is. There was when they invented the disease.
But
they had to have a cure.
There's no money on it.
They invented the disease.
Yeah, they invented the disease so they can have the patent.
They have the cure right when they invent it. They already know, and it's like that's the biggest secret.
And that's what you get the patent.
The cure is the biggest secret.
You get your patent on the cure, and
not
then
that they invented the disease. It's
and now we're switching over to Patreon. Here we go with the conspiracy. No, hey, we'll get conspiracy. I'm not a conspiracy guy, but yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I kind of am, I guess. But
him and I go deep, dude.
I hate getting into it because it's like
it never ends.
It doesn't.
And at the end of the day,
I've been down so many rabbit holes.
If it's this or that, he's still tomorrow.
It's like still, what does it matter?
It doesn't change.
What is it gonna matter? What the
matter.
fuck does it matter?
It doesn't.
And what are we gonna do to fucking stop it or to
anything?
Can we do something? I don't know. Can we? Not really, right?
Yeah. Until
can we form a militia? I don't know. Anybody out there listening, go ahead. If you want to form a militia, get at me.
Hit like and subscribe, and go ahead and write down in the comments what you think we should do.
And just put M in the comments if you want to form a militia.
Or if you have a militia,
put M in the comments.
Or if you have a pre-formed militia, you know.
Hey, we might want to join. We might be down.
Never know. Never know.
We go to Arizona. You've been to the fucking river house
out
Arizona.
There,
right? You remember you came? We have pictures out on the beach.
Yes.
So supposedly there was a guy who was like, for Californians to cross over, there's only like 4 bridges. You know, there's one in Laughlin, there's one in Topak, there's one in Needles.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm a part of a Arizona militia.
Wow.
And we're fucked up, right? We're fucked up. We're partying on the beach. He lived there. He said, he told me that they have demo shit that if shit were to pop off, they'll say the whole world, they will blow the bridge.
So nobody can get across.
So it's already on it?
That's badass.
It's already done on there.
That's badass.
No.
Kind of not.
No, it sounded, the way he made it sound to me was that he had a group of guys.
But they still have to put it on it.
Correct.
Yeah, but
they have C4. They have C4. Yeah, that's a lot of work.
It's different if it's already there and you just gotta.
It is a lot of work.
Press the button and then
it is a lot of work. Okay, so
maybe they got it like that.
You know, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up on the beach, and he's telling me we got guys that will.
Why would you be telling me this? It's like, why would you be telling me?
Because he was kind of almost hinting like he wanted to be a part of it.
He was being a friend.
Yeah, and he was like baiting, you know, and it was like, I don't know.
That's a secret you should probably not tell other people.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? Or recruit. You know, he was probably recruiting. Because I was like, oh, I'm from California. He was like, oh.
Never mind. He's never mind.
We're trying to keep the Californians out. Yeah. He's like,
immediately.
Well, how am I going to cross the bridge when I get to it?
I want you over there.
I'm starting to not like you, guy. You're like, I'm starting to not like you, buddy.
Yeah. You can tell from my angel's hat?
Yeah, right.
Hey, the closer you get, the bigger the shakes get.
Fucking A. Oh, fuck. Okay, so anyways, what happened? I was telling you about this bullshit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, just the conspiracies and the shit. I mean, that was the real deal.
That's not a conspiracy, though.
This motherfucker
is telling you about what he's
wild shit. He's telling you that he could blow a bridge up.
Wow.
And keep everybody from coming into his state. And I was like,
I bet you this guy can, because there was a shooting in Glendora. I don't know if you guys remember this. This guy that lived around the corner from me got shot because he was robbing a guy. But the guy that shot him, because he was getting robbed with the taser, the guy was getting robbed by a taser. The guy pulled out a gun, bop, 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 shot him, said he got tased. His hands tensed up, whatever. Anyways, this guy had bricks of C4 underneath his trailer, his mobile home. And he lived on the corner of Sunflower and Arrow.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that gnarly?
Wait.
Wow, gnarly shit.
Wait. So he
bricks of C4, they would have blown up the whole fucking block.
Yeah,
if not more.
Why did he have
it? Just
underneath his fucking
like in the movie, like the full
guy
bricks?
got the C4
and the cops found it after he shot a guy.
Found it. Yes.
No way.
Yes, and the guy still didn't even serve time, I don't think, after he murdered the guy, because he was getting robbed, and he was just self-defense.
Right.
But he
You
had
have
the
a- yeah,
C4.
you
But
have
he
a
had
right
the
to defend
C4
yourself.
under his house. That's gnarly. He could have blown it up just by firing those gunshots. Could have maybe triggered it off. I don't know how C4 works, but
Well, it just needs something to ignite it,
a
right?
detonator, right?
Yeah, it
But
needs a spark.
I don't know.
so that gun could have done that. You know
Every
what I
time
mean?
you see it in the
Because
movie,
gun
it looks like
spark
they're
would-
putting it in
you know.
clay,
But
right?
it
It looks
has
all
to spark
soft
on
and
the
it looks
clay
like
maker.
It
clay.
would have to, yeah, right.
So, like, if you hit the metal, just rah or something.
Something, yeah, whatever. But
It
yeah,
seems like it'd be dope.
But I know.
Seems like it would be a good
My buddy
explosion.
Scotty, his sister lives in the same complex, the same trailer area.
Yeah.
His sister does, so like, yeah, it was a thing. Like, I remember just hearing about it and going,
That's
wow,
crazy.
that's wild as fuck.
Hey, it was just a firework called C4 under.
No, yeah, like he had some like
Like
shit.
I
the
bet.
movie bricks, where you're just like, they put it up.
He had the little fucking
Yeah.
right.
Put the two little Die Hard, bro. I seen that shit.
Die Hard. Like I said, it looks
Favorite
like
Christmas movie.
it looks like a
It
little.
looks like clay or something.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
little brick of clay that they
Exactly,
stick the
exactly.
fucking needles in and shit.
Yeah.
What is this, a pottery class?
Oh shit. And how did they even know they found it when they found it? It's like, wow.
You want to hear a wild story?
Did
Yeah.
a dog
I
walk
worked-
by?
That's conspiracy shit right there.
I
That's
worked-
just conspiracy, but that's a good story.
I worked with a
pretty
guy. So his brother-in-law, his wife's brother, used to. This is like in the early '90s.
Got it.
Would go back to Chicago and blow up places that were not paying them off.
Wow.
So he had a carpet business or something. He had like a fake van, and he would go over there.
Nice.
Eric Westerlin. That's the guy's name.
Wow, wow.
No, not
That's
the guy I worked with. Eric
Okay.
Westerlin was married to a woman.
Got it.
Her brother was blowing places up, right?
Wild.
So he died.
Supposedly.
He died.
Oh,
So-
he's dead, so it doesn't matter.
No, yeah, because listen, this is what he was doing.
We know
was,
who he is.
So he was doing it remotely. He would
Wow.
go to the transformer box or whatever, like their fucking box, and he would
Set
set it
there.
on there, blow it up so their power.
Was out.
Yeah. So then he started trying to remote detonate from whatever he was doing. So him and whatever guy he was with over there in Chicago, he had the bomb in his lap. They were in a car, and a sensor
The guy
set
had-
it off.
Oh, he was about to set it somewhere.
Yeah, they were driving through the town, and then like a radio wave hit it
Wow.
and blew it up.
In his lap.
Yeah,
He died.
and yeah,
Yeah.
I killed them
Done.
both.
Done.
So Eric, the guy I work with, is a carpenter,
Yes.
right? That I work with. Her brother was living with them at the time,
Uh-huh.
so he dies with a bomb in his lap
Wow.
after bombing.
Is
has been
that how
going
they
on.
found out he was a bomber?
Yes. So the fucking
Nice.
FBI came to his house and went through
All this shit.
everything, the
Everything.
garage.
For sure.
So he was an RC car guy,
Oh, wow.
right?
So they're starting to think maybe he's got something to do with it, maybe.
No.
No? Okay.
The guy, the bomber was.
Right.
So Eric was
Bombers
like,
and RC cars too?
yeah. So Eric, that's how he was blowing the shit up with
Yeah.
RC car parts and fucking little remote controls and little triggers and shit for it.
Smart guy, though.
Yes. So Eric, I remember him telling me, he was like, yeah, my brother-in-law got fucking blown up, got killed. He's all, but the FBI came in, took all of my shit out of my garage. All of his shit was in there, but it was all the parts that he had been making the fucking bombs with.
Whoa.
So he was using the remote controllers from the RC cars, the radio transmitters and all that shit,
Yeah.
hooking them up, going, but he would
Wow.
like blow up.
So he didn't really like RC cars. He just liked the idea.
He just knew how to.
Yeah, he
you
knew how
know,
to
I
plug with
suppose
that,
for
so to
some-
use it for that.
Yep.
I didn't play with the cars ever.
Yep. And he
Yeah.
was blowing
I
up.
took the wheels
I was
off.
playing with bombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
How crazy
Hey,
is
and everyone's
that,
like, you're a
dude?
fucking nerdy, so yeah.
I knew a guy growing up, right? This guy, Jason Whitaker. I don't know if you guys know him.
I have heard that
He's
name.
dead now. Anyways, he liked to play with explosives. He was really into explosives. He made some fire. He made some fireworks, and he made some crazy missiles and crazy shit. And he would light them off in the middle of the night, and like and he would go try to track him and find him or whatever. They would blow up, like he would send them out, and they would just go wherever they would go and blow up.
What the?
And they'd go in any direction. But one time he was,
it's just all.
They go,
He's like, Raymond, this way.
He's like,
guys, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I just hear stories because I was
grab the launch ramp.
Anyways, this guy died fucking in a car accident, but he was wild as fuck. He blew up his fucking garage he was making some mortars or whatever he was making, and he was smoking a cigarette, and he fucking blew up the garage. So
what the fuck?
And then so he had shrapnel and all this shit, so he had to get some fucking skin grafts and all this shit, right? And then the second time he's on 4th of July, he's gonna light a firework off, right? His dog goes and grabs the firework with his mouth. So he jumped on the dog, grabbed the firework out the mouth, and lost his hand. Boom! It blew up.
Shut the fuck up.
Swear to fucking God. And then this is how the guy died. He was getting robbed at night, and he woke up out of his sleep, heard something, and somebody was going through his safe, and he got up and they ran. Obviously, he went and ran to his car and chased him, and as he was chasing him, he got in an accident and flew out the car and fucking hit a pole or a tree or some shit. Died.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God.
We need that guy on the show, dude.
That guy's
fuck. Hey.
One hand, though.
Yeah.
He had one hand, and he was trucking it gnarly. That guy was a gnarly motherfucker. I don't want to get into that shit. He was a friend of mine that was pretty nuts. I don't know. You guys probably know the name.
Yeah, I do know that.
He was a Mormon kid, man, but he was fucking gnarly, man. I don't think he was
That's
practicing
fucking wild. Yeah.
He was fucking pretty nuts, man.
He obviously used the soda.
He was pretty cool.
Mom, get out of the garage!
He was pretty cool, yeah. He definitely used the soda.
I'm playing with my fireworks again!
More Mountain Dew!
Yeah.
Need that cola?
That's fucking crazy, bro.
I got some more wild stories, but I don't want to get into those. Maybe next time I come on the podcast.
No, for sure.
we'll have some more.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, you have a pass, dude. If you want to come any Wednesday when we do
Awesome,
this.
man.
If you want to come, dude?
Awesome.
We're more than
I already feel like I outstayed my welcome.
What are you talking about? No way.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you haven't even said
I
the word
smoked
yet.
in my drink. What's that? What's the word?
You know, ninja. Hey, Nutella.
Fuck yeah,
Hey,
dude.
Mark Norman,
I thought it was cocaine.
the girl
my bad.
that was on the thing, she
Yeah.
said she's addicted to candy. She don't drink. She's like, I just do candy. He's all.
Oh, what kind of candy?
And he told her,
What kind of candy?
Snicker, please.
Snicker, please.
That's what she
Hey,
said.
she's all.
So he told her, she's all. You know
Oh,
what
my
to do?
God. Wow.
I
Please, dar.
Snicker, please.
Man,
Out of nowhere, dude.
that is
That's
wild.
pretty good. That's
pretty
pretty
wild.
good, dude. I like
That
that
shit is
shit.
fucking funny, dude.
Well, yeah. That is
So what's
pretty
up, dude?
fucking
Do you
wild.
miss playing music?
I do. I still play music.
But do you miss like playing shows?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because shows is fun, right? That's like the
Oh,
reward
that's
of the
real
practice. That's the reward of the practice.
A lot of fun. Yeah, it's a good time.
I remember.
It's a reward of the practice.
Yeah, right. It makes it all worth.
Well,
not
it's like
necessarily
you're
worth it,
performing now for people instead of in like a room by yourself.
but to me, I'm the
Practicing.
same, bro. Because even if I'm practicing, I still stand up.
I would like
I
to
still
practice.
I'm into it. Like
I
I'm not
considered
like
the
I don't
shows a
practice like
practice.
this. Like you know what I mean?
I considered the shows just another practice. It was pretty kind of like that. But
Yeah,
I got really fucked up for him, so it was cool.
Yeah,
We would get fucked up for the practice too, so we would
Well,
always be fucked up.
I
So
feel like
we
you
had to
have
make
to.
that a lifestyle.
I feel
We
like
had
you
to
have
get
to.
the
Because
lifestyle.
if you don't get fucked up at practice, it's
Then
in the
how you-
show.
Yes,
the show.
you ain't gonna be able to perform
Yeah,
right.
you got to do the same.
It's like sex.
You
You
can't
gotta always
gotta
be
do the
fucked up.
same.
You can't do two different things and expect the same result.
Oh, you gotta.
That's not real, bro.
You gotta want the same outcome for the.
Because
for
if
the
you're
live show.
if you're
Right.
practicing not drinking and playing, you're not practicing drinking and playing.
So we were practicing doing
basic
everything
math,
and playing, and yeah, it was great. And then people started taking it too far, and then the band broke up because of that.
Oh, I remember.
But hey, it was a lot of fun while
I remember seeing you singing and then fucking puke on stage.
Oh yeah, I
And
was
then
sick
keep
one
singing
time.
and then.
Because I was sick one time. My brother forced me to play that show. He's like, "We're playing that show," and it was at fucking that restaurant where we on Route 66.
Oh,
What
Chili
is it?
Peppers.
Chili Peppers. There
Hey,
you go.
you
I
want to
was
sing
sick.
pants on? You better do
I was
this.
sick, bro. I was sick throwing up. I had like food poisoning. He made me go. He's like, you have to go to this show. You have to. And I was like, oh man, fuck you. I didn't want to be his brother at that time. Like he made me perform on stage.
We're always gonna be
He's like,
brothers.
I have a
but I
good-
don't want to be
I have
brothers.
not getting out of
a
it.
gun to your head, Tyler. You're playing the show. I'm like, wow, no.
Fuck.
I had to play it.
I
guess.
fucking remember that shit.
And I was puking on stage. Yes, I was fucked up. I was sick though. So what can you do? I was puking on stage a lot of other times, but I was fucked up those times. But that one time at Chili Peppers, I didn't want to be there.
Because Chili Peppers, wasn't that when they just got back, right?
I don't know who else we were playing with. I think we were playing with like Gatfield's band or something.
But didn't
I don't remember.
ADHD just
Maybe it
get
was
back?
maybe it was ADHD.
Remember, they just got back from their stupid little tour. And they just got back. That was the day they got back.
And then
And they played Chili Peppers.
Okay,
I remember
okay.
that shit.
So maybe that's when our brother was like, "You gotta play this show." I'm like,
It's our biggest show of our life at a Mexican restaurant, dude!
And you can't
"Yeah,
do it.
what the fuck is that? I don't even want to go." I was like, "Forget about it."
Remember that place where we had champagne brunch?
I couldn't even keep my water down, bro. I didn't want to go anywhere.
Tonight's the night!
Where we had champagne brunch.
I was drinking water. I was sweating. I was throwing up. It was fucking great. Oh man, I was rolling around in my throat at one point.
That's good
Oh,
shit. Dude,
man.
so you GG Allen out?
I wasn't. That would have been great if I was.
GG Allen out, dude.
I'm just looking
Clumpy
back
hair
and saying,
gel.
we could say I was, but nobody knows that on here. So.
And there's only like 3 other people
And they never
besides us
even,
that
they
listen.
probably never even seen the band, so they don't know.
Oh, well, I'm looking you up, dude. We're gonna put some of the shows because hey, is it
The Scrid Hunters. It was the Scrid Hunters.
Yeah, we should have said that a long time ago. So we're talking about Ty, dude, as the lead singer of the Scrid Hunters, you know,
Yeah,
and fucking
a little late, but that's a good introduction.
how long?
Outro, whatever you want to call it.
How long were you guys together?
I don't know, maybe 10 years, maybe 7
And
years, 7 or 8 years. Maybe 10
Original
years.
band members.
Original band members, maybe. We weren't all original band members.
'Cause Sammy went to jail.
went to prison.
And then it was
And then it was Matt filled his shoes.
Matt.
Matt Hernandez. And,
Yeah.
I mean, since you're here, can we play this?
go ahead.
Absolutely.
By all means, go ahead.
Right.
I'm getting like congested. I don't know. I got this car and I told you it's got that mold in it. I'm kind of worried about it because I know I'm getting like sick or something. It's like, man, I hope not. I only drove it around twice. But
Don't
fuck.
put your kid in it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Definitely
fuck
not.
that.
I'm getting rid of the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm pulling the seats out.
Okay, here we
Anyway,
go.
here we go.
Who wrote your songs?
All of us. We all wrote them. We all
Together?
we all had a little input on there.
Did
Johnny wrote a lot of the songs.
Oh, fucking Johnny.
Here's
Johnny
the thing.
posts a lot. He fucking like finds your guys' old albums and shit.
Johnny's
Like
got
read
them all. He
Yeah.
was there during all the recordings, so of course he's got everything.
Yeah.
He's got all that shit. Well, I have all that shit too, but it is what it is. It's the
Yeah.
past, man. I don't fucking try to live in the past.
You don't want to
I'm
be Al
just
Bundy. You don't want to be Al Bundy or what?
Nah, exactly. I still want to play, but I don't even like playing this stuff anymore. I like to play metal now. I don't
I'm
care.
into metal too. I feel at our age, if you're not in a metal band, you're just a fag, dude.
I love metal, man. It's great. I never liked it when I was younger. I hated it.
I love that shit, dude.
It's grown on me a lot.
Do you feel that punk rock wouldn't have taken it anywhere? Is that like because it's like
not that I wanted to go anywhere with it. It was all about fun.
I feel like
So
if
punk
you
rock's more about fun than
It was all about fun.
but if you're
I wasn't
punk rock
trying to
and you
do
make
anything.
it,
My
people
brother
call you a
was- my
sellout.
brother was pushing that agenda. Like he wanted to get signed or something, or he wanted to play all these shows.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I don't give a fuck, you know.
Yeah,
But he was probably saw where it could have went.
sure.
You know what I mean? He saw something that I didn't.
Because you
More or
guys
less.
didn't suck.
Because
I had this shit on my playlist. I mean, I listen to it.
Yeah,
I do.
That's
I
awesome, man. That's awesome.
Like
That's
every now and then,
awesome.
it pop
That's
on every now and then. Yeah,
That's
like,
very cool, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know you want it.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I love it. I love it.
That's
Absolutely.
my favorite shit, dude.
I love it too, man. I like to reminisce sometimes, but
Well, you know what's funny is like you don't think about it until
the
you
time.
think about it. Yeah, at the time,
it's like you weren't taking it there. I wasn't anyways.
right.
Maybe everybody else might have been trying to, but I wasn't really in that
But
mind
it's,
state.
but it's
I was
impossible to
always
miss
partying.
what you have.
True.
It's impossible to miss what you have.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me ask you this: if you could rewind the clock and go back, would you take it more serious?
I would have took it more seriously.
There you go.
Because then I wasn't like taking. My brother was taking it more as like a job, like calling me like, and I'm like, I don't even remember we're playing this show. Are you serious? You know,
Right.
I didn't really care.
Because the band
My
needs
brother
one
was like,
person
"You
to take care
serious?"
of all-
I
not
fucking
everyone has
remind
to.
you all the
Then it's
time. I'm like,
one of those things.
I don't really care.
I think
I didn't want to say that, but that's where I was.
I feel bands are going to completely disappear.
Yeah,
People are
it's
gonna
already
be so
gone.
lazy.
Never.
Sorry, John.
Never, dude.
They don't,
Yeah,
like people don't want to interact. Like, how are you going to deal with
How
other
can
things and
you
have
play-
practice?
I like to play.
This guy's a genius
I like
on a
to play
guitar.
it.
I know.
I like,
Well, but think
I
about
have
it.
nothing against
The people,
but yeah.
the people we're talking about.
but I don't
parties
tie my
that are
shoes. I'll
crazy.
tell you that much.
There you go. That's pretty good.
No. It's gayer to tie your shoes.
I don't tie mine either, but I just throw them on.
But if you have to tie them, gay guy's gonna get you.
Oh man! What, you bending over?
Is that your theory?
I don't know how you put
Well,
your
I have to
shoes
sit
on.
down.
Wait.
I
I don't know how you tie your shoes.
Well, I
Hold
have
on.
to sit down so they can't get me.
Yeah, I
It's
sit
my
down.
favorite
Wait,
thing.
do you tie yours in the middle of the living room?
No, I go.
That's how you
Got it. That's safe.
So yeah, I put my pants on after my shoes.
Fresh out of the
I
shower.
put my pants on after my shoes.
So it's safe.
I put my shoes on before I put on my pants.
Hey, that's the first thing you do. Socks and shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put on the rest after.
What do you think after that? I can't hold my breath.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
I get dizzy because I try to stand up putting on my shoes. I get dizzy. I can't do it. I have to sit down. I have to, literally, because my legs fucked up.
I have a shoehorn that's like this big
Perfect.
for like an old.
My mom had one of those, dude,
and it's great.
I wish I still
I
had
slide
that
my
thing.
toes in, put that bitch in. I was like,
Yeah.
I haven't touched my
There you
shoes in a long
Dude, my
time.
fucking-
Perfect.
I had $200 Nikes and fucking slide my feet in like that.
$200 Nike.
Fuck the back of my Nikes up, and I was
Well,
like,
that's why
these
you
things
gotta
are
get that
pieces
shoehorn.
of
Oh,
shit.
gotta
man,
get
get
that
this,
shoehorn.
guys. 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, I was in downtown LA before this fucking protests and riots and shit.
Got a bunch
Anyway,
of boxes of Nikes.
Some fucking queer guy walking by. No against for queers, whatever. But this guy was queer. This guy was queer. Anyways, he had fucking these crazy shoes that I ever seen. Craziest shoes I ever seen in my life. Ugly as fuck. They were like 2-inch soles or something. They were huge. Moon shoes or something.
Yeah,
like
who
that.
the fuck's
And I go, hey, man, those are some ugly shoes. And no offense, man. I go, they're pretty wild looking shoes, you know? And he's like, oh, and he was definitely a little flamboyant because he's just like, oh, they're okay. They're not that big. Because I said, those are big shoes.
Mexican? I was going up.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, race doesn't pay attention. I don't know what he was. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. He was different. He was different. He was cool, though.
He was a little light in loafers, right?
He was a little on the flamboyant side, let's say that much.
Sure.
But anyways, he says, I go, how much you pay for shoes like that? I'm just curious. And he said, $2K. I was like, whoa! And
What
these are
the
just
fuck?
$2,000 shoes. And I go, wow, this fucking guy.
You should have stabbed them and took those shoes.
Oh, I didn't want those shoes if his life depended on it or mine either. But
When
no,
he left, his shoes were doing...
they were pretty fucking lame shoes, bro. Let me tell you that much. But they were $2,000, and I was like, how could you even want to buy those shoes for any amount of money?
It goes up as more
That's
hideous they
fucking
are.
wild.
They were the wildest looking shoes I've ever seen.
I have to piss. You
They were
guys
ugly. I wish I knew what they were because I would look them up and show them to you.
To see what
They
it's
were some
like.
kind of designer brand shoe, obviously, but yeah, $2K. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, those are hideous. Why would you even want those?
Yeah.
But, you know, some people are different.
The shoe market is insane, and
People are wild. People are wild.
Why
They
the
want,
fuck?
people want to floss their
We're
shit.
Vans guys.
People wear like crazy pants that are like $3,000 too, or whatever it is. It's
so
like,
fucking stupid.
it's like a floss, and it's like, oh, cool. Let me go back to my apartment and wash my fucking $3,000 pants at the laundromat. It's like, what the fuck you doing that for? You know?
Right. Who even cares about that shit?
I
Nobody
know
gives a fuck
exactly.
About that.
I care less.
Would you ever? I would never ever even tell if somebody was wearing something like that. Like
The
if
only
someone
reason I
walked
could
in,
tell is because they were some far out looking shoes, and they were just.
right now,
I've never
let's just
seen that
say
like them.
it's a Sunday. We're chilling at the bar, and a guy walks in and he's wearing Louis Vuitton. I wouldn't even know it was Louis Vuitton.
I don't know what
I would
Louis
be
Vuitton
like,
looks like.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'd be. I guess if you're into Louis Vuitton, or I guess if you're that kind of person, but other than that, who gives a fuck?
I can care less.
Yes.
I was just like, man, them are some hideous looking
This shirt
shoes.
was
I was
$500
just
bucks.
like, I was looking at them like, those are some hideous looking shoes. I gotta know.
Right.
Why-
What are
something like
those? Yeah. What are those?
What are they? And
Yeah.
he told me they took $2K, and I was like, wow, you got $2,000 on your feet. Man, you gotta be the dumbest queer I ever seen.
Motherfucking crazy.
You gotta be the dumbest queer I ever seen.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
No, that's probably. I mean, but I bet you a guy like that either is very wealthy and just
Must
doesn't
be.
give a fuck,
Must be.
Or-
Must be. I think so.
or he's a normal person who spends his money on trying to make an image.
Trying
like
to
that.
impress others.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I don't really care, and I wasn't putting that much thought into it. I was just like, wow, $2,000 shoes. You gotta be an idiot.
All right, fuck it.
Or just
Fuck
have
the
way too
shoes.
much
That was
money.
funny though.
Let's go back to the
Yeah.
band.
Okay.
Let's go back to the band.
Back to the band. All right.
Okay, let's go back to.
How about this? What was your favorite Screwed Hunter song?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's just all of them. I liked a lot of them. Man. I think my favorite one was meant to be a Suicide Town or something.
Suicide Town
Yeah,
stuff. I like.
We should listen to it.
I like materials. Materials.
Materials,
Materials.
That wasn't my favorite song because Sam would kind of annoyed me on the chorus on that one.
Chugged in too much?
No, it was great. It was great.
Dude.
I was just kidding. Sam was always annoying me, but that was my brother.
that's what I meant.
You know, friends do that, and they get under your skin the most. You know?
Oh, of course.
Because that's the way it is.
What would have been back then? What would have been the dream show of where? Let's talk venue. Let's talk venue and with other bands.
We played a lot of cool shows. I remember we played with like the Skulls, and like we played with a couple other cool bands.
I saw you guys down in Long Beach.
We played Long Beach, and then we played the Double Down in Vegas. That was awesome.
Oh, the Double Down.
Double Down sick.
We
You
played
can take
some
Double
insurance.
Down.
We
Baked
played the Double
vodka.
Down, I think, a couple times, but the first time we played there was wild as fuck. Me and my brother got in a fight. It was gnarly.
On stage?
After the show or
afterwards.
something like that, and yeah, we were in the bar, and it was crazy, man. The whole bar got involved, kind of. It was gnarly as fuck, man. Like, and
You guys were fighting each other or
we
other
fought
people?
each other.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
we were
right.
fighting each other, and then people didn't know we were brothers, so they just thought like, "Oh wow, this guy's really fucking after this kid," or whatever, you know. And like, it was nuts. I remember we were driving around afterwards, and people would see my brother in the van. There's that guy. Let's get him. And like, it was fucking nuts, man. It was pretty gnarly.
The Double Down, dude.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
fucking chill out
It was
spot.
pretty
dude.
wild.
It
It
was
was a wild
gross,
one.
but it's cool.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Elwa
yeah.
took us
That's the
there.
punkest fucking bar in
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's in the worst part of
If you play
Vegas.
the Double Down, like, I mean,
You gotta make sure
it's
she's.
not bad, you know.
If you're in that part of town, you gotta
Double
make sure
Down
she's
was pretty
a Sheila.
Porno at all
The Double
times.
Down was pretty awesome, I thought. It was pretty wild. I remember I was fucking belligerent. I think
Did you drink the ass juice?
I might have slept in the Double Down. I might have passed out.
Hell yeah.
You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
I was pretty fucked up.
Hell
Never
yeah.
drink the
I
ass
didn't
juice?
even
What was
cross
the-
my mind how dirty
Okay.
the place was.
What was your biggest show? What do you think of the biggest crowd you played in front of?
I don't know. Maybe it had to be like one of like Friar Tucks, maybe or something.
Okay.
Possibly.
Tux.
Yeah,
Tux.
maybe we
Tux
played
go
with
off
like.
sometimes.
Oh, Tux was the spot.
Texas.
Yeah.
I think
And we
everybody
played with like the
was fucking-
amplifiers and like ADHD. I think it was pretty packed and it was a pretty good show. It was pretty
I remember
wild.
that. I think I
That was a
remember.
pretty fun one.
Yeah.
I think
hell
that
yeah.
was a pretty fun one.
Yeah, because that one was packed all the way to the.
And there was
to the pool
people
tables.
there. There was
Yeah.
a lot of people there. It was just,
Yeah.
it was really packed. Yeah.
It was a
pretty
dope
nuts.
show. I remember
It was
that.
pretty
shit.
good.
It's fucking fun.
I
no?
vaguely
Right.
remember it, but I
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it as well,
just
but I remember
that
just
whole
being
time
packed
period,
and, like,
bro. I remember just doing lots of cocaine and drinking way too much constantly.
yeah.
Partying.
Constantly.
We were
That was
partying a
our
lot.
lives.
Like
No
constantly.
kids.
That-
I
we were
had no
partying a
kids.
lot.
It was
There were-
just fucking.
We were
It was
definitely partying.
There
Oh.
wasn't much else to do.
right. Right. You
Cocaine,
worked.
drinking, and fire tucks.
You worked.
We
You
didn't
got
work.
off.
I didn't even work, so we were just fucking.
Oh, Tux in the high
It was like
I
a-
worked, but
we were
that was
working
like
lifestyle,
We
man.
were
It was
working
a
for
lifestyle.
Lancey
We didn't-
pants and shit, dude.
We
you
didn't
know?
give a fuck. We were scraping off
Which
the
is so
floor.
fun,
We were
dude.
scraping by and just
We look
give
like
a fuck.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It was good times.
we look like we belong on the floor. That's sick.
Yeah. I was still younger. I was younger. I didn't yet come into anything like financially. So I was like, it's just we were like broke as fuck, you know.
Who?
And we like didn't have nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we were fucked up,
Yeah.
and we were just getting fucked up.
Right.
I don't know how.
Well,
We didn't
hey,
have much.
fucking yeah, 12 pack. Somebody buy a 12 pack,
We were
get a
just-
bottle, and
Yeah,
fucking
and that was
party.
in the morning. Let's do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty fucked up. It was good though. It was good times.
Oh
I
yeah.
won't regret it. I don't regret it. It was good. It was good times.
Yeah.
I miss it. It was cool.
Right. I feel the same way. It was a good time back in the day. Like
Yeah,
I was
you didn't
saying
have to worry
earlier.
about Big Brother and all this bullshit, and
Like I
there
was
was no
saying.
social media.
No social media. Because
Yeah.
can you imagine growing up with cell phones and everybody videotaping
I
your
mean, there
shows?
were cell phones, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like they didn't have cameras like that.
Right.
Cameras were low budget.
Right. There
They
was
didn't
no
work.
cameras on the cell phones.
They
back
didn't
then.
work very good.
Pagers. When I was in high school, it was only pagers.
Well, I'm talking about like 2006,
Yeah,
7,
yeah.
like when we were playing shows a lot.
Mm.
There was phones, but they were like flip phones, probably shit like that, maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't like the live screen on
iPhones.
it or nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Right.
It
There wasn't like social media yet. That came
The
into
first-
play. That came into play around 2011 or 12,
The
right?
first iPhone was
Social
invented
media. I
in
don't know.
2007.
I think Instagram did, anyways. Maybe right? 2010 or 11. Instagram. came out.
Probably. But
12.
the first iPhone was invented in 2007.
Oh, see.
So I mean, you're talking.
We're right pre.
You gotta think the first one, all it did was like had a fake lighter.
I had the razor phone.
Opened a beer. Like
Yeah.
it didn't do anything.
I had the razor phone. It was like
you could
The app
pour.
sucked. Yeah, you poured the beer. Or
Yeah.
Little lighter.
People like him will never go away ever.
But I'm not
add more musicians to be a band.
You do.
Yes,
And
It's
all
always
those
be a
people,
one-man band.
all those like
I mean,
minds.
you can, and there's some pretty bad one-man bands out there.
Well, all those like
Continental.
minds have to be together. They all
The
have.
Continental, the one
Man, play Prince. Play Prince.
Was that Sammy?
No, I always yell
Sammy
that at
threw
him.
a fucking pocket full of coins at him and got chased out.
Oh, I bet.
I bet.
Threw a pocket full of change at him. Oh, man.
That's so stupid.
I got
There's
hated.
Sammy right there. Oh, yeah. That's my dog.
Hell yeah.
I miss Sammy. How's he doing?
Oh, he's fucking great, dude. We talk to each other all the time. Yeah,
He's
he's
got
fucking
fat
good,
legs?
dude.
Good.
Yeah, definitely tree trunks.
He's always got
Nice.
those.
Definitely work. Here we go.
Here's your jam, dude. This one you like.
That's a good one, dude. This is my jam right here. Suicide Jam. Yeah, here you go.
It's got like that 80s GG.
I felt it. Yeah!
I love that shit.
Loving it. I was loving it. This is about, basically about Glendora and
Okay.
Brittany walked into her. Brittany Seidner, a friend of mine that growing up was the best friend of mine.
Trust me. We are well aware of Brittany Seidner.
Okay, and she had to walk in on her stepdad hanging in the office of their house.
You're
When she
fucking
came
lying.
home-
Wait,
when
what?
she came home when she was a young girl, she walked in on her dad hanging there in the house. So this is about like shit like that, because you know what I mean, like, because he committed suicide in his house, and she came home from school and found the body, hanging there. So it was like, that's kind of like on that side of the story, you know what I mean?
Right.
I wrote this song, yeah. This
I would have
song was
never
written by
guessed
me.
that.
The song was written by me, because then I had a best friend that killed himself, hung himself on his fucking, on his RV in his front yard.
That's fucking wild,
In the
dude.
front of you?
In 1999, yeah. I almost get a tear right now thinking about homie, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, hell yeah,
Wow,
dude, this means shit. This is
Yeah.
fucking, you wrote this shit, you know?
Yeah, about, you know.
Life. About what was happening.
Yep.
Fucking cheers, brother. Hey, 25 years later, still doing it, dude.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Still alive and growing, and we're thankful every day.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Because there's times I'm kind of surprised. I'm still alive.
Really.
Some days I'm more happy than other days about it.
Well, do you trip out at our age now where you hear about, like, people our age having heart attacks or dying? And
Oh, man,
it's
that's gotta be like, I'm like, wow, I haven't had one yet.
yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Wow. That's one of that.
No kidding.
Wow, I just think this is an anomaly.
My heart must be a little bit.
All the chili cheese fries and pizza and donuts I eat, this is
I
an
know.
anomaly.
Exactly, and then the last time I went to the doctor was, I don't know how long ago, 2010 or something. Who knows?
So,
But anyways, they're like, you got high cholesterol. I'm like, wow, what does that mean?
yeah, the last time I went to the
That means
doctor,
you like treats.
he's all,
I like to eat fried food.
he's all, well, you're fatter than you were last time. He's all, so what do you think I'm going to tell you? I'm going to lose weight and, like, eat more healthy? He's like, yeah, pretty much, bud.
Well, yeah, what's
So
up?
go ahead and hit the road, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's all fun.
Like, you got high cholesterol, and we need to kick back on the fried food. I'm like, well, I think that's impossible.
I look at it like this. We're going to die either way, right? We're not going to not die.
I think it's on a repeat. It's
Like healthy people die.
Right?
So, I don't know.
Live and learn.
I mean,
dude.
you can do it how you want, but I don't see. There's no difference if you're strict about your life or loose about your life. You both die.
Hey, you're gonna die anyways, dude. Hey, you're never gonna make it out alive, so don't fucking try so hard.
Right? I mean,
Right.
you can try to
You know what I
make that dumb shit you care
You
about,
can do
but
whatever you want, man.
Don't
You
try
guys'
it.
life.
don't try to live.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't try to impress everybody because it don't matter.
yeah, no one gives a fuck.
What the fuck does it matter?
That's something you don't learn until
I
later.
tried to
Like,
teach my
nobody
daughter that,
cares.
but nobody cared. You know,
Nobody
she
cares.
wants to
Nobody.
impress everybody.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And it'd be a lot cooler
And if they do, they don't care that much.
If you know like three,
You know what I mean?
2 to 3 people that care, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I got a few people
That
that care,
truly
but
care,
but
that's
that's what
what
I'm
they
saying. I
say.
care about anything.
Right.
So that's the big thing.
I gotta,
Apathy.
you know, you don't really know. How do you really know if they care?
Right.
They don't stop calling.
That's true. Leaving messages.
Don't stop calling, Bugman. That means they care.
So I don't have that.
Even
Well,
if you hate them.
sometimes.
I believe that's what it means by definition.
Oh, okay.
That's all. But
That doesn't.
I got the
fast.
likes on shit on Instagram.
That
A lot of
doesn't
people
do
like
fast
every
performance.
post. It's like, wow, that guy must care.
Right.
I don't know.
Wait.
But who are they?
But how many?
Who is that person? I don't even know them.
Right.
Like,
But how many people need that nowadays?
I don't care.
They need the likes.
I turn the likes off on my shit so I don't see what people's likes are.
Fuck
I don't care.
Right.
I care less.
Absolutely.
So it's like, show the likes? No, I don't care.
I'm posting this because this is what I like.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, so be it. I don't care.
Fuck it. Cheers.
Yeah.
I don't
Cheers to that.
care.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
bro.
care less. I don't. You know what I mean? I do catch myself looking at my stories to see who's checking it out. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but that's a thing.
But that's how they
Is that a
get
thing?
you. That's how they
Is that a
get you.
thing? Because I feel like am I the only one who does that?
Everyone does it.
I think so.
And then they want to see the comments.
It's like I don't
Hopefully
care.
they're
But, you know what I
good.
mean? Yeah, but it's like I don't really care. But I do catch myself saying like, who's checking out my story?
Right.
Why do you do that?
Right.
Is it habitual or what? Is it just?
I think it's like
What is it?
I
It's just
think
a play they got on us or what?
the AI monster has figured out how to make you want the
They
love,
manipulated
the
us
like,
somehow on this fucking goddamn
Hey,
application.
hey, check it out. Check it out. We're gonna end this
It's
episode.
manipulation.
on
Yeah,
this.
let's end
When
it.
you post,
No.
hey, when you post
So let's
something,
end it. Yes, thank you. No, just kidding.
We're gonna end it on
I
this
like it.
note,
This is
though.
cool. This is
We're gonna,
awesome.
Well, it's
we're
like-
gonna end it on this note, though, because
Okay.
it's kind of like what
Yeah.
you're talking about. So, this guy asked ChatGPT,
oh,
which
you
is AI,
sent me that today.
What's this?
what the devil would do to ruin the world.
Okay. Is that what he's doing right now?
Hey ChatGPT, if you were the devil, how would you keep people as far away from God as
Tell me
possible
that.
without them
What do you
realizing it?
Soda?
No, that was it.
If I were the devil and I
Sounds
wanted to keep people as far away from God as possible without them realizing it, I wouldn't do it by outright denial.
Think about this.
That's too obvious. Instead, I'd work in subtle distractions, small shifts in focus that seem harmless, but over time create a massive distance. I'd start by corrupting mainstream religion, turning it into a tool for control, hypocrisy, and division. I'd
That's
make
a-
people obsessed with this life, their
It gets
ambitions,
worse.
their
It gets worse.
desires, their status, not by telling them to abandon faith, but by making them too busy for it. I'd fill their time
Yeah.
with constant noise,
That's what it is.
social media
Social
scrolling,
media. Yeah, that's
endless
what it is.
entertainment,
I knew
mindless
this from the
consumption,
beginning.
until silence
fucking
becomes
distraction.
The Unibomber was right.
Distraction.
The Unibomber was right.
I'd make instant gratification the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I'd make sin feel like self-expression, like freedom, like something to be proud of. I'd reframe obedience to God as oppression and rebellion as liberation. I'd make them think they're too intelligent to submit, too modern to follow divine guidance. I'd make worship feel like a burden instead of a refuge, and acts of devotion seem outdated. And above all, I'd make sure they never realize what's happening.
It's true.
Because the greatest trick isn't to make them reject God, but to make them forget Him.
Walk off the cliff with your phone in your hand,
So, that's what I was saying
just like
earlier.
this.
That's why I worshipped the devil earlier.
Hey,
No, just
check
kidding.
it
I'm
out.
just playing.
If
That
you
was
were
just
the
a joke.
devil, how would you
I was
keep
just
people
kidding.
as
Hey.
far
So
I like the joke. So, okay, I like the joke. I'm good.
We
All right.
all we do is
we're gonna have
Okay.
our first official send-off.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by. Fuck your mother.
What's that podcast
Fuck
out,
that.
dude?
Later.
Woo!
What?
This was a good.
Ready?
The BMX sucks. Fucking stickers. No.